What's going on, guys? There's news going on between Dolph Ziggler and The Miz for the Intercontinental Champion. Their feud for the creative plans between The Miz and Dolph Ziggler. Because of Randy Orton's concussion, rendering him unable to wrestle his match against Bray Wyatt on Sunday, the Intercontinental Championship match between The Miz and Dolph Ziggler was suddenly violated into the second biggest match at Backlash. You could have made it a case that is already that important going in. But that just speaks to the lack of depth that the SmackDown Live roster is experiencing in the minute aftermath of the brand extension. What makes that notion difficult to get behind is that Miz and Dolph Ziggler have spent the last several years being buried further and further down the card. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I will tell you this. The Miz's run in WWE history, since he's been in the WWE, his very, very special moment in his run in the WWE was when he was the WWE champion. That's when The Miz had his best run in WWE, in my opinion. Whether, people didn't like it, whether people liked it or not, he was a good champion. That was his best run in the WWE when The Miz was in that company. Yes, I get it. He was a tag team champion with people. He did this, he did that. Yes, and I understand that. But for Miz's almost whole entire career as the WWE champion, that was his best run in WWE. Now, fast forward, he's the Intercontinental Champion, and I like that. I like that The Miz is WWE Intercontinental Champion, and the reason why I'm saying that is because he makes that Intercontinental title mean something, guys. Okay? That's a prestige title, the Intercontinental title, and there's only one person that can make that title mean something, and that's The Miz. The Miz makes that title look like it's meaningful, and it is. Like he said, a lot of people have holded that Intercontinental title. Guys like, Shawn Michaels, guys like Macho Man Randy Savage, and the list can go on and on of the people who have holded the Intercontinental title. And I am happy that he is the Intercontinental title because he deserves it. Now, suddenly they try position in a key program. They've certainly been pushed since arriving exclusively on the SmackDown, with Dolph Ziggler earning a world title shot at SummerSlam and The Miz stealing headlines for his work shoot promo with Daniel Bryan on the episode of Talking Smack. Now, guys, what The Miz did on Talking Smack with Daniel Bryan, that was awesome. That brought realism to The Miz. That's what we need in the WWE, is we need realism. That's what we need to have in the company. That's going to make WWE even better, even stronger. If you have more realism and you don't have people reading off scripts, then the wrestling will be a whole lot better. Yes, the creative team is still bad, but if you have realism and you don't have people reading their scripts, then I feel that WWE could be way better with their superstars. Stone Cold Steve Austin, man, he got a lot of freedom on the mic. A lot of guys, they didn't have to read off scripts. They got to go off whenever they wanted to. And what Miz did drew me in. Miz draws me in, man, big time. As the Intercontinental Champion, as him individually, he draws me in, and putting Maurice next to him makes it 10 times better as the Intercontinental Champion. That's why I'm the fan of The Miz. He drew me in. What Miz did is phenomenal. That's why I like The Miz. The Miz brings a lot to the WWE he is a main event star as the Intercontinental Champion. Now, Okay, that wasn't scripted. What Daniel Bryan said was not scripted. That was realism, and that's what I love. That's what I enjoy. That's what I want back in the WWE, is realism. Now, having Ziggler and The Miz done enough to establish themselves as credible top of the card, level talent in a bench absent of Orton and John Cena, or have them be entrenched too much over the years to be viewed as legitimate contenders. The WWE is banking on the former, using Ziggler to further the storyline Miz started with Bryan, since Daniel can't carry it out. And I feel bad about that. Okay, he feud in the ring. At Backlash, the WWE gave The Miz and Dolph Ziggler more than 18 minutes in their match for the Intercontinental title. I like that. They should go longer than 18 minutes. Because, guys, listen, I'm not a fan of Dolph Ziggler. I respect Dolph Ziggler. He doesn't deserve that Intercontinental title. Hear me out. Because, one, he can't make that title mean something. He can't make that title look like it's meaningful, like what The Miz is doing right now. When Miz cut that promo on SmackDown, I'm like, yes, that is your Intercontinental Champion. That is your guy right there that should never lose that Intercontinental title, because he is awesome at it. And I am just not a fan of Dolph Ziggler. If he won that title, I wouldn't be mad about it, but I would just disagree with him winning that title. Okay, but I think, they should go a little bit longer, though. They've both been in the company for a very long time. Dolph Ziggler has been a world champion. Miz has been a WWE champion. Dolph Ziggler and them, he's been part of the Spirit Squad. Dolph Ziggler really never had a good career in the WWE. He's been a world champion. He's been with he's been with a bunch of people. He had fusion people. But they never really took Dolph Ziggler really serious. And, when he became when he had that championship with Dean Ambrose, I get it. People said he deserves it because, they never looked much on him. And now WWE's starting to realize that this guy has talent. Dolph Ziggler is a good performer, I will say that. But, him as the world champion, he didn't deserve it. That wasn't his opportunity to have that title shot. And with Dolph Ziggler being the world champion and Miz being the WWE champion, I feel, in my opinion, that The Miz did better than Dolph Ziggler as champion. Now, the pay-per-view started late and it ended early. As noted, The Miz retained that his wife Marie sprained Ziggler with a substance while the referee was distracted. A classic heel that will allow Miz reign to continue further the program at the same time. According to K-Side Seats, the feud would definitely continue with The Miz and Dolph Ziggler facing off again at No Mercy. And I have no problem seeing that. With the possibility that the IC title will be on the line in a cage match. Now, I like this idea. This match will make it more better. Because it's a cage match. This ain't no regular match. It's in a cage match. And I like that. The IC title is on the line in a cage match. A steel cage match. And you got Miz and Dolph Ziggler. They're both good performers. Both men. They're good performers. They're good in the ring. I'm just not a fan of Dolph Ziggler. I'm a fan of The Miz. I like Miz. Okay, and I don't want him losing that title right now, because he is just an awesome champion right now. I like the way, and every time what they did on SmackDown, guys, what they did on SmackDown between those two in that little segment, that was realism right there. That was realism between those two. What I saw on SmackDown, and I like that. It felt real to me. And I think that's cool that we're going to see a cage match at No Mercy for the IC title. Reserved for wrestlers with more bruisey styles. But this would certainly add an element to the rivalry that spans several years that we yet to witness. SmackDown Live will present No Mercy, that just shows a second brand exclusive pay-per-view on October 9th, less than a month after their debut of the network special. Backlash was met with a mixed reviews, with arguments coming from both sides, and I thought it was a good show overall. as it pertained to the training of the timing of the show. The main event between Dean Ambrose and AJ Styles was excellent. That was a good match. I loved it. But the decision to pull Orton at the last minute was heavily criticized, seeing that his bout with Bray Wyatt would have been one of the show's marquee matches, and I disagree with that 100%, and was advertised right up until the last minute. The SmackDown creative staff will certainly be challenged to increase the entertainment value for the next pay-per-view, and a cage match between The Miz and Dolph will certainly go a long way and achieve that. We're hearing that John Cena may return to television as early as this week with a potential setup of the title match with Styles at No Mercy. So that's all the stuff that's going on, guys. You guys let me know in the comments below what do you guys think about this. Hit that red subscribe button for me, guys, to get more episodes on my show. Hit that thumbs up for me, guys, as well. And drop me your comments below. I want to hear your opinions in the comments below, guys. Until then, articles in the description for you guys below. Follow me on Twitter at TheTalkShow101. I'll leave that in the description for you guys below. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for watching. And I'll see you guys on the next show of Wrestling Talk Show's Creative Conversation, guys. See you later. Subscribe.